tag, one child, one youth, one tag you. Think big you. Together we can do this in our continent you. Think big you. I say one tag, one child, one youth, one tag you. Think big you. Together we can do this in our continent you. Think big you.
Today being the 14th of May 2022, it is 10:05 on the continent of Africa, equally 11:05, 1:05, 2:05, 3:05. This is Chief Abundance. Greetings to the global community of Taccians. As Tetra USD founder Do Kwon fought to salvage the falling stable coin, we are now told that his wife is reportedly sorting police protection. We're talking about the collapse of Tetra, the demise of Luna. That coin last month was at $119 for one. It's now trading at almost 0 cents. Over 80 billion was wiped out of the market within 24 hours. Over 80 billion that sent ripple throughout the cryptocurrency community, that even affected Bitcoin. Bitcoin went down to 25,000 from near 70,000 last November. Bitcoin fell to below 25,000 just a couple days ago as a result of greed. A few millionaires that have decided to invest now in the midst of a disagreement, they decide to drop their coins. Is that what you want intact, O Taccians? Is that what some of my leaders are saying to abundance? You have people there with millions abundance. Just take 5 million, just take 10 million, just take 20 million. I have studied the history of the Afro-Caribbean man. I have studied the leaders that we have elected throughout Africa and the Caribbean. They do not worth our salt. They do not worth our salt. That is why your country is at the stage that it is in. That is why Africa is 50 years behind the West. That is why diseases that are killing you here on the continent, I didn't even born and met in the West. That is to show you there's a different type of mindset here. Africa, we the Afro-Caribbean, we don't need the world need us. That is what we do not understand. We have all the resources that we need, but we do not have the vision, because that is what is lacking. Vision. The script never says that you perish because you don't pray or fast. The script never says you perish if you don't even believe that he exists. No. The script says you perish because of lack of vision. Instant gratification, greed, selfishness, and arrogance. Today, no one saw this coming. They have promised investors that this stable coin will never lose value because it is pegged. Now look at it today. Trading at almost zero. Investors are now showing up at the home of Do Kwon, resident in South Korea, Seoul in South Korea. Investors are now going back, rapping at the door of the investor. That is why she seeks emergency protection from the state, because millions have lost the entire savings that they put into Luno. This is the result of greed. This is the result of people thinking about themselves and not about the community. They only make decisions. Isn't that what our leaders are doing today? When they show up to the table of China, they don't care how the policies will affect you once their pocket is filled. Because allegedly China do not enter any country except they start to bribe from top to bottom. So nobody even resists. They don't even read some of those things they sign in Mandarin. They don't even know what they're signing, but they don't even care. Look at your continent. Taccians came as a rescuer, not only to put a few money in your pocket, but to create leaders with a different mindset that think about people first, that love country first before him or herself. But what we have now in offices throughout the continent and the Caribbean are leaders that love themselves first, love themselves second, love themselves third. That's what is happening. The dirtiest city in the world, Liberia, is number one. The darkest city in the world, Sierra Leone, is number one. The most corrupt and impoverished continent in the world, Africa, is number one. A people that hate everything that he or she produces, Afro-Caribbean, were number one. A people that do not like to see each other thrive or to create opportunities for their own to excel. We are number one. That is it. TAC was created to create a platform to change our narrative. But a lot of you, the vision is too big. But the saddest thing about it, you want to lead. You want to lead a vision that was not given to you. That is the irony. And so today, we have here a crisis in the crypto world. But it seems like, as I knew it would have happened, a lot of us started to panic. A lot of us began to dump even our Bitcoins because we thought it was going down to zero. It seems like Bitcoin, now trading at 28, 29,000, has proven itself once again that cryptocurrency is here to stay. May we in the global community of Taccians, as we look ahead, may we ask the infinite for wisdom as we tread on territories that no one dare or have trod before. As we look ahead, may we not look narrow-mindedly about our own self. As Prince in Nigeria would have said, not even his children he will sacrifice for them to have a better life. He will not. He says he will not, he cannot do it. And so he took the part of Esau by asking abundance to take my birthright and give me a bowl of soup that I can enjoy now. That is what most of you are now saying in the Taccian community. Give me my bowl of soup that I can eat, else I will die. The situation is too much. You know, there is a parable of the infinite. This is taco. A lot of you in TAC do not know what is on the other side. And because you cannot see that far, you are stagnated by your own mindset. You are frustrated by your own mindset because what you think you produced. The infinite puts forth a parable that the character Peter, I think, was featured. He was buck naked all night fishing and caught nothing. That's what the script says. He was buck naked. And the infinite showed up. A man that had experience, a renowned fisherman in his time, skilled in fishing, knows the terrain. And he went out there all night, the script says, and caught nothing. The infinite says, launch out into the deep, cast your net on the other side. Can you imagine? It's a cast your net on the other side. It seems very simple. You are telling me, I've been doing this for over 30 years. This is what I have known for. This is what made me famous. This is what brings me honor. This is what I teach. And you're telling me that all I need to do to cast my net on the other side. You know, one thing I can admire about Peter, that despite of all he knew about fishing, he subjected himself, he humbled himself because he realized that he doesn't know everything. And he obeyed. Not that he believed, but he obeyed. Simple instruction. It didn't cost him anything. Just a split second. All he was asked to do, cast your net. He did not ask Peter to change your net, to go and buy other bait, to restructure your engine so you can go further. He said, cast your net. Isn't that the simple instruction in TAC? Allow the admin to lead. Is that too simple? It is too simple because you have never seen it happen. And the longer you remain, you will get the result that you're getting today. If Peter had not cast his net, he would have been still fishing today and caught nothing. He would have been still there all night, all morning. The lesson that the infinite is teaching us, and also Peter, that is not about you, is not about your experience. Because Peter could not take the glory nor the praise. And some of you will not hearken to instructions because you want the glory and the praise. You want, when you walk down your street, people look at you. You can bark at them. You can walk on their head. You can insult them. You can be arrogant. You can be flying, taking pictures, or you buy this in Dubai. You have this home in that place, and you have, that is how we behave. We are chauvinists and empty. And as soon as something bursts, we are disgraced because we show ourselves for nothing. We boast for nothing. You give us a little position and you kick people. Your arrogantness takes over. You feel that you're better off. That is how we behave, and that is why sometimes wealth never comes to us. Because wealth brings out either the best or the worst in you. That's what money does. Money brings out the worst or the best in you. And so here we have the lesson of Peter, because there's nothing new under the sun. We are now been fishing nearly a year. Kotak went on the exchange in June. During my leadership, we have met every milestone that they said we would not have been met. When we started, they said, abundance, this coin is not going anywhere. You cannot do it. You cannot produce what you say that you will. Have I not done it? Have we not done it as a Taccian under my leadership? And so, collectively, you are now asked to follow instruction as abundance include you now in the process of becoming, because it should not be said it is abundance, but it should be said of the community, not me. I'm not looking for praise. That is why when I heard my name called twice, I get nervous, because that is what you all can do here with your leaders. You all create demigods out of them. And except their name is called, except they're in front, they will not follow. That's it. Except they're playing the major part, they will not participate. And that's not abundance. And so you cannot understand me because I do not come across like your leaders. I am not wired that way. So you cannot follow abundance. Abundance is too simple for you, because all what you know is arrogance. And so this morning, we are asked again to allow the admin to lead. As Peter was told, cast your net on the other side. And as the script alluded, that when he did, he could not even pull his net because of the catch that was awaiting. His net began to break. And even those who laughed at him all night, he had to call to share his blessing. Taccians, those who mocked, laughed, scorned, and said we couldn't make it, you have an opportunity to invite them to the table to share in the wealth of Tac. That though it may have seemed impossible, we have made it. It's your time. As we approach 1 year being on the exchange, let your time and earth speak volume of who you are. Let the world know that you are here. This is Chief Abundance.